Food Fight, released in 1984 for the Atari 7800, is a quirky, fast-paced arcade-style game that earned a special place in the hearts of retro gamers. Developed by Atari Games, this title is a fun and hilarious take on competitive food tossing, blending simple mechanics with an addictive gameplay loop. In Food Fight, you control a character named Charlie, who must fight his way through waves of enemies by hurling food at them. The goal is to collect ice cream cones while avoiding being hit by your opponents. The food fights are fast-paced, with different types of food being used as weapons. The enemies, which are quirky chefs, become more aggressive as the levels progress. The controls are simple and responsive, with Charlie moving around the screen and throwing food at his enemies. While this might sound repetitive, the game is filled with a nice variety of scenarios that keep you engaged. There are also unique power-ups that can give you an edge, such as frozen food or invincibility. For the time, the graphics in Food Fight are colourful and well-designed, with vibrant, cartoony sprites that perfectly fit the light-hearted and humorous nature of the game. The food and characters are exaggerated, making the entire experience feel wacky, which adds to the charm. The sound is minimalistic, but the beeps and bloops of the Atari 7800 work well with the chaotic action. Though it doesn't have a standout soundtrack, the sounds are appropriate and add to the arcade atmosphere. Food Fight excels in its replay value. The simplicity of the gameplay loop keeps you coming back for more. The levels get progressively harder, adding new challenges that will push your skills further. The fun of tossing food and dodging enemy attacks never seems to grow old, which makes this a game you can enjoy in short bursts. While Food Fight never reached the legendary status of arcade giants like Pac-Man or Donkey Kong, it was still a solid success in the arcades. It had a simple, easy-to-understand gameplay loop that was perfect for the quick-play mentality of arcade gamers in the 1980s. The game's quirky theme, food fights with an array of playful projectiles, made it memorable and fun, drawing in both casual gamers and those looking for something offbeat. Its bright, colourful graphics and humorous premise also helped it stand out in a market that was beginning to see a saturation of action and platform games. While it wasn't a system seller, it found a small but loyal following in arcade venues, which kept it relevant enough for Atari to consider a home port. Food Fight on the Atari 7800 is a great, fun diversion with its quirky food-based combat, charming pixelated visuals, and addictive gameplay. While it may not be the deepest game on the system, it offers pure arcade fun, especially for those who enjoy a lighter, more humorous experience. If you're a fan of classic arcade games and retro nostalgia, Food Fight is definitely worth checking out.